Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm meteorologist Chris Bruin here on your Tuesday, where we have a jam-packed show full of winter weather from not only the Midwest to the Northeast, but all the way here into the deep South. Let's get straight to what we know on Winter Storm Inga this morning. And again, 23.5 million are under a winter storm warning at this hour. And parts of I-49 near Shreveport, Louisiana, completely closed because of the snow. Schools are closed in and around Houston, San Antonio, and Austin, Texas, many other cities in the South as well. And University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, is closed today because of the snow and winter weather. Well, let's get into a couple cities this morning. You're looking live at Dallas, Texas, where the snow fell overnight. We did not get a whole lot, but I can tell you the temperatures are brutally cold, where we are sitting at just 22 degrees. Where we are seeing snow, that's here in Shreveport, Louisiana. We saw nearly 3 inches. And roads are just an ice rink out and about with very little traction. I mean, sheer ice, lots of accidents. Take it extra slow there along I-20. Houston seeing some snow, as well as Nashville still seeing that snow coming down in Middle Tennessee. Let's get a look at our forecast here, because look at the winter storm warnings across much of the South. I mean, they stretch from Tennessee all the way back towards the Texas Hill Country, including northern Louisiana, where we are in Shreveport. That's where Mike Seidel was, and northwestern Mississippi. The rest of the South, including here, look at this now, North Florida under a winter weather advisory. We have the potential to see not only sleet and freezing rain, but snow flakes as we go into the overnight and early morning hours tomorrow. Here's the deal. The setup below, we have the moisture coming in aloft. So warm, moist air is less dense than cold air, and we got the cold air undercutting that warm, moist air. So the combination of the two is giving us the perfect setup here for winter weather in the South. It doesn't happen very often, but it seems like this winter has happened a lot more often than not. So another round of freezing rain and ice. We've had numerous accidents in and around San Antonio, including portions of I-35. I-20 east of Dallas over to Shreveport has been, I mean, a sheer ice rink in some places, especially around Tyler and Canton. Houston seeing some rain and snow issues out at the airports, and we're seeing that continuing to now push even is closer towards Baton Rouge and even getting close to New Orleans, where we could see a few wet snowflakes mixing in. Travel won't be as bad here in the extreme Gulf Coast, but don't let your guard down. And look at the temperatures here. 33 degrees in Birmingham. We're ahead of the front, because look at the temperatures on the backside of this. Memphis, we're sitting at 15 degrees. That is not your wind chill. That's your air temperature. And this is why roads are going to stay bad. Even after the snow's done, don't go out and travel. Places are closed for a reason. Stay put. Stay in your homes where you're going to be safe. 14 degrees, still snowing here in Nashville. And then on the backside here in Austin, Texas, we're seeing a few more wet snowflakes trying to mix in with freezing rain. 26 degrees. That is where we find Stephanie Abrams with the latest in the capital of Texas.
Here in Austin, Texas, we went from being 70 degrees yesterday. Our record high yesterday was 78. So we were nearing our record highs, to now seeing our temperatures drop overnight, bringing in some rain, getting even colder down into the 20s and the 30s, and that changed over to sleet and freezing rain. So sleet has a beat. That's when it falls and kind of bounces. Freezing rain is this, when it falls as water and then sticks on contact. And we have seen some reports of bridges and overpasses around the Austin area with some problems, but overall it's just a glaze over cars, and it's not too thick. And of course, once you turn on your car, then that icing goes away. The other place we've seen it, the grassy areas, just a little bit here. I mean, nothing that has been too super significant for us, just piling up on the grasses where it's a little bit cooler, but here on the roads and the sidewalks, it's just wet. I mean, we just have too much heat on the roads, due in part that it was 70 yesterday, and also just because underneath this concrete, of course, we have dirt and we have the earth and we have the terra firma, so it's a little bit warmer. So overall, the roads in downtown Austin have been saved, but because our temperatures will be staying in the 20s and 30s, we do have to watch out for some slick spots. Stephanie Abrams, the Weather Channel.
All right, that was the latest there in Austin. This is a new video coming in just moments ago of a police officer arriving on scene, and you can see him sliding. Look at the road. That is the road, folks, and this is why there are jackknife semi-trailers, jackknife trailers, trucks. I mean, cars are literally sliding left and right here at this intersection in Louisiana, and people are as well. We saw a couple people take a tumble on the road. I mean, it's literally covered in ice because those temperatures are in the low 20s, and we've seen nearly 3 inches of snow. That's completely flash freeze on any and every surface here across Louisiana. But we want to take you back to Louisiana in Shreveport. That's where we find Mike Seidel with the latest in Shreveport.
For the first time in almost 7 years, Shreveport, Louisiana gets an inch of snow. In fact, in the area, 2 to 3 inches. These roads are skating rinks. And look at this driver over here in this truck, trying to get up the hill, going up towards I-20, spinning his wheels and burning rubber. We've seen a lot of this morning. Listen to that, because the roads are skating rinks. Let me show you what I mean. We had rain overnight, we had a flash freeze, and then we had the snow. And so this is, whoa, you can see how slippery it is and very dangerous unless you're driving a Zamboni. Let me take you back to 5, 6 this morning as it was snowing heavily. An inch in 1 hour, adding up. First measurable snow here in 3 years. So they don't see much snow here. And because of that, just about everything is closed. Schools, government offices, I-220 in the area of Shreveport and Bossier City. I-49 in town in Shreveport shut down. Many bridges have been closed because of the icy dangers. Temperatures have tumbled into the low 20s. It is bitter cold out here. Wind chills have dropped down into the single numbers, and there's a wind chill advisory at least until noon today. But here's that extended forecast. Here's the issue. Today it stays in the 20s, 30 degrees plus below average. Tonight in the teens, so any little fruit melting we get from what little sun we get, it'll refreeze. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit of melting, and then it refreezes again for Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So a rare snow day today here in the Arklatex, and maybe another one tomorrow because of these icy roads. I'm meteorologist Mike Seidel, the Weather Channel in Shreveport, Louisiana.
All right, stay safe out there. Let's talk about the forecast because it's not just Shreveport and Austin. We're going to see the snow on the move for many other locations here in the Deep South as our band of snow continues to track off towards the south and east. We're going to go ahead and put this into play, and you can see timing-wise, we're talking around 2, 3, 4 p.m. That's when the snow is expected here across much of central northern Alabama. So Birmingham residents, don't be taken by surprise to see that snow sticking as temperatures will fall drastically behind the front. And then Atlanta, we got to worry about the evening drive home because, yeah, we may not see a lot of snow, but it doesn't take a lot for a mess to be snarled out on the roadways. This is a big concern here going into the rush hour home as we see that snow pushing in across North Georgia, but also getting into portions here in North Florida, southern Alabama, and southeastern Georgia as well. How much snow can we expect to see? Most areas, it will be light, but there are going to be some pockets here, especially in Tennessee and northern Alabama, of 1 to 3 inches.